Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever airing of the Union Pine Sports Time. My name is Justin Blackburn, voice of Viking football. I'm here with head coach Matt Quinn, and we'd like to thank Time Out Sports Grill for sponsoring this coach's show. And we're just going to go ahead and jump into some talk. So, Coach, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's get it going.
All right, sounds good. So first of all, what we want to talk about is how did your summer workouts go?
You know, this summer was a real hectic and crazy summer for our kids because it was a completely different change for them. We went Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 8 to 11. They went through 3-station rotation of a mental toughness station, a speed station, and then a weight room station. And then following that, they had to get it all back together, get some water and relaxing, and get back to practice.
Yeah. So was there any transition differences? I know you're brand new to the school. We're glad to have you here. Glad that you're the head coach of the Viking football. How did the kids respond to this transition and this hecticness?
You know, the kids have really bought into the system. They have showed that through the summer workouts. You know, we had 90% of our team make the required number of workouts for us. We had kids buying in. We had kids that wanted to be here. That led us to our team camp at the end of the summer. We spent the night at Union Pines High School for 2 nights, slept in the gym together, ate together, worked out together 4 times a day. And it was a really good time to come together as brothers on and off the field.
And I think that's a huge thing that you hit on, the team camaraderie, making sure that your team buys into this brother aspect, because when you guys go out on the football field, it's not every man for himself. You're out there working as a team.
You know, football is the ultimate team sport. We preach that to our kids. You can't just have one superstar and win a bunch of games like some other sports. So we are really teaching have your brothers back and take up for each other.
Absolutely. That's great, Coach. Also this summer, we had a ladies' clinic, and we also had a youth camp that you put on. Could you elaborate more on that for us?
Yes, we had a 4-day youth camp. We went Monday to Thursday. They got to go through different stations with our position coaches and with some of our varsity guys that helped out. Some of our seniors and our leadership council members helped out with our youth camp. We had some fun. We played some games. We had some competitions. And then the last day, we had Kona Ice come in here and give everybody some ices. So hopefully they learned a lot. We had a great turnout. We had over 60 kids here on our campus. And they learned about our program. They learned about our kids. And they learned more about what we do here as Vikings.
Wonderful. That's awesome, Coach. And your ladies' clinic?
Our ladies' clinic was this past weekend. And it was an awesome turnout. I was really shocked that we had over 50 ladies come in and want to learn more about football and how we do things and really what their sons go through every day with us. We got them on the whiteboard and talked to them about some plays. We showed them some video of some of our plays and how we run things. And then we took them and did a workout with them. They got to learn different positional drills and backpedaling and breaking on the ball and quarterback shuffling. And it was a great time, and the women loved it. And they left here with a pretty cool pink Vikings T-shirt.
Nice. Hey, anytime you get a T-shirt, it's always worth it, right?
Absolutely.
So Coach, what I hear you talking about is, through this youth camp, your team camp that you had here, having the ladies' night or the ladies' day. It's really like you're trying to build an entire community for Viking football. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Absolutely. We are going to support as much of Union Pines as we can, just so that they know that we are there for them, and that may be other sports, it may be the band, it may be drama, and whatever programs are on campus. We want everybody at Union Pines to be successful, so we're going to bring the whole community together and show them that we are with all the programs here at our great high school, so that in turn they come back and support us.
Awesome. I think that's awesome, Coach. So you've elaborated on your team camp already for us, and next I see on our list we've got some returning players. You want to speak about some key returning players that we have for this season?
Yes, I'll talk about a few guys that have had great summers. They've been rocks for this program in the past. Andrew Butner, our left tackle, he's been starting here since he was a freshman. Had a great summer, gained some muscle, gained some weight. I look for him to have a really big year. Our running back, Justin Eberhardt, obviously over 1,000 yards last year, one of the key players that we have coming back. On the defensive side, our linebackers are going to be our strength. Matt Green and Kamal Fairley are going to be anchoring down that defense right there at middle linebacker for us.
Absolutely. And it's good that you are I like hearing Mr. Eberhardt. I had him in class. I had Butner in class. Both very fantastic, awesome young men.
They've done everything that we've asked.
Oh, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for them. Ready to see them tear it up on the football field. So, Coach, one thing that you mentioned to us at the beginning of the season, and actually set in when you came to the school for the first time, you talked about a process, and you required that all the gentlemen on the football team have a slip of paper, and it talked about your process for Viking football. Would you like to elaborate on that for us?
Yes, I'll talk about that. And some of you that follow us on social media have probably seen the hashtag of Process4321. That is really what we've been preaching to our kids and what we've been telling them over and over and over. And they actually took a test on it at team camp, and every player was required to pass that test. But what the 4 stands for in our process is the 4 wheels to Viking football. We have our spiritual wheel, our academic wheel, our service wheel, and our athletic wheel. And we keep reminding them that those wheels are in that order. And it's just like any car, Justin. If one wheel goes down, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, you're not going anywhere.
So we got to keep all 4 of our wheels in line and keep all 4 in rotation with everything else. So we got to focus on all 4.
Perfect.
The 3 for us stands for the 3 questions. We have 3 questions posted in our locker room, and our kids know the answer to all 3 questions has to be yes. We have, are you committed? Can we trust you? And will you pull the rope? And will you pull the rope means if we get in a battle, will you do your part? You don't have to do everything. You just have to do your part. So we have to have yeses to all 3 of those questions. The 2 in our 4-3-2-1 stands for 2 types of people. I believe that there's 2 types of people in this world. This is on and off the football field. People that make excuses and people that make it happen.
Absolutely.
And we want our kids to be people that make it happen on and off the football field. Absolutely. And then our 1 stands for our 1 motto. That is, it's not about the end, it's about the process. We don't focus on the end, we focus on the process and the little steps that it takes to get to the goals that we want to achieve. We never post our goals because we want to focus on the little steps. If we posted all these really nice goals, we want to win this, we want to win that, then we forget about those little steps that we have to take along the way.
Yeah. And so talking about the process and working through the process, it sounds like you're really trying to get your guys to the camaraderie that you talked about in your team camp, and you really want them to focus on the step at a time. I really like that because, I played sports, and in high school, we always wanted to get to the end. We wanted that championship.
Absolutely.
We wanted that big rivalry game. And when you think like that, when you have that mentality, you forget the process.
Absolutely.
And so by focusing on the process, then when you get to the game, hey, man, we're here. We're going to make it happen. So,
absolutely.
Coach, I like that process. I actually keep a copy of that in my wallet. So if you want a copy of it, hey, come see Coach Matt Quinn. He'll get you hooked up with the process. You can keep it in your wallet as well.
We have a process posted on our website.
Oh, hey, go to the website, get the process, put it in your wallet. Because I remember, too, if you don't have it in your wallet, it's push-ups.
Yep.
We'll there you go.
I'll randomly stop kids in the hallway and say, let me see your sheet. And if they don't have it, they do 10 push-ups. And the thing is, they don't do the 10 push-ups by themselves. I get down and do it with them because I want them to know that I'm always with them and I got their back.
So
I'm responsible, and I'm pulling the rope.
There you go, Coach.
Absolutely.
I like it. Very nice. So next on our list, we got we're actually entering into a new conference this year, and I believe here on my notes it's the Tri-County 6.
The Tri-County 6.
Tri-County
yes, sir.
6. All right. And so
we have in this Tri-County 6, we have the Lee County teams. We have Southern Lee and Lee Senior. We have Triton. We have Harnett Central, and we have Western Harnett. And it's a really good conference for us travel-wise. We don't have to travel to Fayetteville anymore for those conference games. But at the same time, it's a very competitive conference. We're going to have some great competition. There's some great coaches in this conference. There's some great players in this conference. And I think it's going to be good for everybody involved.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, both Lee County schools 15, 20 minutes away. So they're almost like a, cross-county rivalry for us.
Absolutely, yes.
So that'll be really good. So, Coach, let's talk about some of the upgrades that have been made to the Viking facility. It looks good down there from what I've saw. I've only seen it from the fence, but maybe I'll get down there soon. We'll see.
Absolutely. We have a lot of new upgrades going into our program. The new track is being installed. We have new sod around the track. The stadium itself just looks really clean and nice. The new scoreboard obviously has been here for a year, but the old scoreboard is now covered with a Viking logo, a huge Viking logo, so that looks really cool.
Very
we have
nice.
some advertising on there as well.
Very cool.
As far as other upgrades, we have some new jerseys. We signed an Adidas contract We have a white Adidas jersey, a blue Adidas jersey.
Nice.
That are very nice. The kids are excited about it.
Cool, man.
I've always said if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. So
That's right.
That's
right.
That's what the kids believe in. So hopefully it works for us.
There
And
you
we
go.
also have a new helmet logo. I won't say new because it's kind of going back to some tradition here at Union Pines.
Gotcha.
I was told that after I designed the helmet that the very first football team at Union Pines High School wore the horns on the helmet.
Yep.
So we're going back to some tradition here.
Nice.
for
There you
this
go.
school.
So for some of you that are following Viking football, way back when, if you remember the horns on the helmet, hey, we're bringing them back.
They're coming
Bringing
back.
them
and
back, so-
They're a little bit bigger than before.
A little bit bigger.
But yeah, we wanted to blow them up.
Bringing
make
the
it look
horns
real
back.
Nice.
All right. And let's see. I heard that you also had an upgrade to your practice field as well.
Yes, we got lights put in on the practice field, which is a huge thing for us. Because when the time changes,
Oh, yeah.
we would have to, in the past, they would have to bump over to the game field and tear up some of that game field. And now we won't have to do that because our practice field has been resodded and has new lights on it.
Very nice. Absolutely, man. A lot of good things going on here for Viking football. You don't want to miss
Absolutely.
this season, man. It's going to be great. So, Coach, this upcoming Friday night, we have Midnight Madness. And I believe we tried this last year, but this year we want to make it bigger. So can you elaborate on
Absolutely.
Midnight Madness for us?
When I got here, the seniors were telling me about Midnight Madness, and I'd never done it before, but the seniors were probably going to kill me if I canceled
Yeah.
Midnight Madness this year. But basically, by high school league rules for North Carolina, you can start full contact practice on Saturday. Well, technically, Saturday at midnight, Friday night at midnight is Saturday.
There you go.
So we can go full pad and get our first live action. Since I've been here, I haven't seen our kids really live block and live tackle against bodies. So this will be an exciting time for our kids, and it's a time for us to show off what we've done, how we've improved. It's a time for our fans and some of the parents to come out and see how well we've changed and some of the things to look forward to in our season.
Absolutely. So if you didn't hear that the first time, we'll tell it to you again. This Friday night at midnight, count that midnight. So for all of you, ones that go to bed early, you're going to stay up a little bit later. Come out and catch this Midnight Madness. Come out, support the Viking football. It's going to be a great time. I'm excited to see it as well.
Absolutely.
I'm ready to see what these kids are going to get into this season. So brand new this season, however, we have something known as the VIP tent, and I believe you brought this to us.
Yes, we did have this at my prior high school. It's the Buffalo Wild Wings VIP tent here. We have Buffalo Wild Wings sponsoring our VIP tent. And what it is there's a tent, like a pop-up tent you see at football games or at the beach or whatever. It'll be in the end zone, back behind the end zone. You will get 10 tickets, which is a $70 value right there.
Yep.
You'll get 100 wings, sodas and waters, chairs and tables, and there will be a Buffalo Wild Wings banner right there. And whoever wins the silent auction each week will be in the VIP seating.
Nice.
So you'll get to be right up near the action and right where the Vikings will run out of the tunnel.
A pretty unique perspective. I don't know of any football team, college, high school, that does anything like this. So
Yeah, it's going to be nice, and we wanted to, open this up to everybody. Obviously, some of our parents are going to be bidding on senior night. They want to sit on the field for senior night
Yeah.
or for
Oh, yeah.
homecoming or things like that. But we're opening this up to everybody. You can go to the website to bid on the VIP tent. All money raised from the VIP tent goes directly back to our kids to feed them before and after games. So that support is greatly appreciated.
absolutely, man. I think that's a great idea. Being on the field for Viking football. I was a band member back then, so the only time I got to touch the field was when I was marching. But hey, being on there for the football games and stuff, and the senior night and the homecoming night, that's gonna be huge.
It's
absolutely
gonna be awesome.
huge.
And we've already got one bid on our first home game, and the opening bid's at $150. So if you beat $150 now, we can put you in the VIP seats for our first home game coming up on the 18th.
And you can also take the title of being the first to bid and sit on the field for the VIP tent.
Absolutely.
I think that's a pretty prestigious title.
And of course, we'd like to thank Buffalo Wild Wings for doing that for us. They're
Absolutely.
Supplying 100 wings for us in a variety of flavors. So come on down, sit in the VIP seats, and get you some wings.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So we wanted this first episode to be an introduction to how the Coaches Show is going to run. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Timeout Sports Grill, for getting us hooked up with this. We're broadcasting right now at Union Pines High School, but we're going to be starting to broadcast here at Timeout very soon.
Absolutely. And the next episode will be from Timeout, and they will be taking care of us, and we'll be on Mondays at 7. This first episode was obviously just an introduction, so but from here on out, we'll be Mondays at 7 p.m.
Mondays at 7 p.m. So, when you get home from work, sit down, catch your dinner, bring up the Coaches Show, you can catch it. Where you can catch it at is actually on Twitter, and that's going to be the handle at UPHS_football. So that's Twitter. And then you can catch us on the Facebook page. That's going to be at UP Viking Football. So they'll be posted there 7 o'clock Monday nights. Like to thank the administration here at Union Pines. Like to thank our community. Thank you guys for viewing and hopefully making this a big broadcast for us, man.
Absolutely. I'm going to piggyback on what Justin said there. We do want to thank our administration because, all the upgrades that were mentioned earlier in the show are backed by our wonderful administration here, our athletic director, Bobby Purvis, and our principal, Andy McCormick.
Absolutely. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys Monday at 7, Coach?
Monday at 7.
Monday at 7 after Midnight Madness. Come check us out this Friday.
Look, you can sit up here.
There you go. Player of the week.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just getting a little bit of audio to see how it's going. If you guys will talk just a little bit.
All right.
What's wrong?